everybody, it's Caroline here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am working with the final challenge for the February Best of Both Worlds kit from Shimelle. And annoyingly, I started the video, didn't realise I had, and so you've missed me putting this together so far. I am working with a free cut file that she gave us a link to, and this is by Paige Evans, and I have cut this out of like a grey cardstock, and then I went through the papers that were left in the kit, and I had a selection left. I have used the hearts that came out rather than running things through my cutting machine lots of times. I've used the hearts, just lightly tacked them down, used them as a template to create the hearts that will sit behind the cut file, so they'll kind of look like that. And it took me a long time to work out the order that the hearts are going to sit in, but this is it. There will be a photo down here, so it doesn't matter that I didn't actually have a full amount of paper to create 2 full hearts there. You won't actually see those because there'll be a photo here. There'll be a 12 by 12 sheet behind this, journaling here, title here, and then some embellishments here and up here. The aim of this is going to be to use up the kit. I think I will probably have a few little bits left rather than just chucking everything onto this one. So we'll see what's left at the end as to whether what I do with those last bits. I'd rather not put them into my stash. So I'm going to put you onto fast forward and voiceover and get going. So the first step is to find one of the background sheets that I've got left. Now I don't have any papers that were originally in the kit left, but I do have the doodlebugs. So I'm so pleased that I purchased the doodlebugs. So I've got 2 options, either the hot pink or this lighter pink. It's difficult to see on camera, but this is one of those kind of graphic wood grains, and the hot pink is more of a is the check. So I toy with kind of backwards and forwards, but I'm going to go with the wood grain. I'm actually going to scrapbook a photo of my husband on his birthday. He certainly won't mind me using pink, and he loves trees, so the wood grain I felt was a good fit. So off camera I've already put together all of the cut apart. I don't often work with cut file. I don't often work with cut files. This reminded me why I don't. It's just something that I struggle with. I really struggled to get the pieces down and to get them to stick down well, which is why I've got that orange washi tape kind of holding it all together. But it's a good result in the end, isn't it? It looks really, really lovely, and I've got complete envy and amazement for people like Paige Evans, who do such detailed cut file work on their pages. You know, Paige does lots and lots of stitching, and it looks fantastic, but it's not my style. I haven't got the patience for it, and I have to, you know, here I am just sticking down the edges of the things that aren't stuck, and there's still so much of it that looks like it's going to fall apart, but luckily my adhesive's strong, so I know it will stay down. So as I said earlier, I'm scrapbooking this photo of my husband and his birthday cake. He had his birthday when we were out having a midweek break in our little camper. So he had the cake in the little camper, and the design from Shimelle had a photo on the right hand side, an embellishment, and then a journal spot. So I have 2 pieces left that I could use for journaling. One is just an offcut from a cut apart sheet, which has got some lines on it, and another is a piece of that lovely stripe, which I can use. So not sure yet which one I'll use, but it will definitely be one of those. And now I am going through the remaining pieces of scrap paper to see what I can use for the layers that will sit behind my photo, because I want to give it a couple of photo mats to help it to pop up. I really was so happy to see that I had that black and white polka dot left in a size that would mat the entire photo, but when I laid it down onto the cut file, it meant that the black and white mat would sit on top of 2 of the black and white hearts, and just it wasn't the effect that I was going for. So I decided to turn it round, and since there's only a tiny piece of the mat that's showing anyway, I'm using the other side, which is quite a multicoloured bright floral, but you can't really see that it's a floral. It's just a few colours, so I think that looks nice. I'm going to use the another floral, which you can't really see again, it's just bright colours that you can see. So this one isn't wide enough to go across the whole of the photo, but that's fine because I'm just going to, it gets pretty much to the edge, adding it on, and then what I will do is matte that other side. So the side of the photo, the right hand side as you look at it now, that doesn't have the orange, or I have the other side of that paper, this blue print, as its own matte as well. So that's 3 layers of paper, some different colours, just to help this photo to pop up from quite a busy background. You'll see that I've been inking the edges of everything again with that black distress ink. I didn't ink the edges of the cut file because it didn't feel like the right thing to do, but I am going to ink the edges of my photo mat, and I will also ink the edges of the embellishments that I use. Now once I'd realised that I was going to use this photo, or a photo of a birthday cake, for one of the remaining layouts for this kit, I saved the birthday the little cake piece and the sticker with the little cake on it from the sticker sheet. So I'm going to put that in the position that Shimelle had her, I think, camera icon. I'm going to go in the end with that offcut of lined paper for my journaling, because I haven't got masses and masses to say. It was just about the type of cake that I bought and how lovely it was. Craig really loves carrot cake, it's his favourite, and I managed to, we're both vegetarian, but we do eat a lot of vegan food, and I managed to find a really reasonable vegan carrot cake, and it was possibly the best carrot cake we've ever had. I think it was really delicious, so I could definitely recommend that one. So that's really the only story that I've got to tell, so I don't need masses of space. If on this design I did want to write a lot of stories, there are a couple of options. I could have written around the edge of the 12 by 12 sheet. It's not something I've done for a very long time, but I could have done. I could have filled my journaling in on some of those less patterned hearts, so say the pink on pink hearts, or even the chevron hearts. Or I could have tucked my journaling behind the photo in some hidden journaling. So I'm starting to pull in the stickers that I know I'm going to want to use as my embellishments that will scatter up on the top right of the photo and down to the bottom left of the journaling on the sketch. Putting them on pop dots, inking the edges, but not sticking anything down yet because I'm not too sure what's going to go where. I've saved some birthday present or some present icons as well, so that's great. And there's this little champagne bottle, which although Craig doesn't like champagne or Prosecco, I do, so I thought I'd put that on there for a celebratory icon. And before I go too far, I'm going to want to put my title in. Now, Shimelle's title goes underneath the journaling and the square embellishment piece, and that's exactly where I'm going to put mine. I've got lots and lots of alphas left from the kit, so that's absolutely great. Particularly loads of black, and that works really well because I've got some black hearts filled in on this page already. So I'm going to add in one word phrase sticker to kind of help to detract from that slightly awkward spot underneath that square die cut. And because I've actually got 3 of the gift motifs, there are kind of couple of, I think I've got 1 sticker and 2 fussy cut that I fussy cut out from some cut apart sheets. I'm going to bring in a 3rd embellishment cluster down to the bottom right of the photo. That works well because my elements in those clusters in the end are going to be a gift motif, something else, so either a cupcake or the champagne bottle, and I can't remember what the 3rd one is. It won't be those glasses. I'm going to end up putting those away. I think it might be the old-fashioned camera film. And then I will punch out some, using that tiny heart punch that I used a couple of layouts ago, I will punch out a couple of tiny hearts from that black polka dot paper just to help bring those little embellishment clusters together, because I like to work with 3s in those clusters. And then I'll also bring in some of the enamel dots that I've got left from the kit. I've got quite a few, which is really good. So just try to use up as much as I can from the one sheet and a few of the little hearts from the Doodlebug additional dots that I put in for myself. So this is the completed layout. I have added some black inking around the edge. I've already added my journaling in, few little pieces of confetti scattered around and my date down the bottom here. Really happy with how it turned out. I have got a few small pieces of the kit left, so I've got an idea of how I can use those up. And I will pop that into an additional video that I will either add to the end of this one or create a new video with that and an unveiling and unboxing of the March kit. So I'm going to get this one into my album now. Happy with it, as I said, and glad and looking forward to be moving on to a completely different colour palette with the March kit. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't already, please subscribe. It would be great for you to be here and to participate and to leave comments. So thank you for watching. Bye.